Hey, what's going on, guys? My name's Broken States, and today I've got with me some people.
Hi, I'm Almar.
And I'm Keda.
Cool. Today we're having a little bit of a group discussion. We're actually gonna do like 15 topics, so yeah, but we'll vary it up. So you guys know them obviously. One second. So, what we're going to talk about today is, let me just put my people down, is, I've been playing a lot of, we've been playing, all of us, a lot of PlanetSide 2. And in PlanetSide 2, put the guy there, and a guy there. Alright, we're playing Risk. In PlanetSide 2, there's classes, right? There's the medic, the NG, heavy, light, and infiltrator. And I was asking the question, is a system where, okay, so if I want to be invisible and be able to go past enemy lines and be sneaky, I have to give up a fully automatic weapon. And is a system where I have to, or if I want to snipe, I have to give up the ability to heal. Is a system like that is it outdated? Like, because obviously it started with in my opinion, I could be wrong, but I think it started in the Battlefield, like 1942 type stuff, early 2000s. So I was asking, what do you guys think?
Yeah, I don't think it's that outdated. It allows more specialization of characters, and I feel like when done right, it can be
it's almost to the point where it makes you fit in a mold, almost.
Yeah, so you kind of have like a squad where you have one guy who will be the support, one who will be like the long range.
Well, it works in the terms of specialness because in like Black Ops or any Modern Warfare, you get to pick your perks.
Yeah.
But in these, you said, you get to go invisible, overshield, healing. But you don't really want. It'd be a little overpowered to have the guy go invisible and have a heavy machine gun. Just
yeah, I wasn't speaking just specifically of PlanetSide. You guys played Battlefield.
Yeah,
it's the same thing there. And in Battlefield, it's to the point where the assault rifles are stronger weapons. That's the way they're designed to be. That's a game mechanic. They're stronger weapons. And if there's a tank, I have to give up the ability to fight at a decent range with a fully automatic weapon just to shoot a tank. And I'm wondering if that is a detriment to the game almost, because in an objective-based game mode like Rush, for example, there's a huge problem with Rush right now, is that it's 16 players or 16 players, right? The entire assault team, the assaulting team, if they're intelligent, they will all run medic. Never lose a ticket. If they're intelligent, if you've got an intelligent team. What?
That's true, but these games are like on a big scale, so if you the thought
I wasn't
process
speaking
there,
on just PlanetSide. I was speaking on.
But the thought process there is you have like really going into a game of Battlefield with alone is not really ideal because you have no idea what your teammates are doing.
Yeah.
The purpose behind that is like, let's bring a lot more people. You have 5-6 people, then everybody works out what to do, and then
that's
it
true.
works
But
like that. If
I have to give up the ability to fight at a certain range, just to deal with a tank on the enemy team, I'm wondering if a good way to balance that is make engineers the only people that can operate vehicles. You could, and then another way is in a game like PlanetSide. In the original PlanetSide, I never played it, but I've
seen some of it.
I've done research and I looked into it. And the way that the battle tanks now, the battle tanks work the way they would in a game like we are all of Europe. In a game like Battlefield, where there's the main gunner, there's the driver, and he operates the main tank. In the original PlanetSide, he would operate the support gun, the auxiliary, the coaxial, whatever, and be anti-infantry. And I'm wondering and that allows people to have more tanks. If I can drive the tank and operate the main gun, I only need one person. Two is helpful, but really, as a necessity, I only need one guy, which allows more tanks to be deployed on the battlefield at once. Which in turn could lead to a game that's more centralized around vehicles. Do you understand where I'm going?
Yes. I don't know how that fits into the whole class thing.
I had a point and I lost it.
He's saying that engineers should be the only ones to
If,
drive.
oh yeah, okay. So,
Oh, okay.
so if engineers are the only people that can operate that, that'll add more variety. Because, like, okay, in PlanetSide, how many times do you run out of ammo?
Not much.
It's-
I play Infiltrator, so I don't really
Okay.
know.
I
Okay.
throw rounds away.
It's terrible.
Crazy.
It's terrible. It's gotten to the point where I see a max and I'm like, I don't want to fight him.
Yeah.
Like, because I'm going to waste 100. It takes like 100 headshots
Yeah.
to kill a max, which
Many-
is fine.
many
That's
snipers.
the way they're designed to be played.
Yeah.
But I see a max and I'm like, okay, I've got 180 rounds to work with here. Do I fight him?
I think with these games, they're all objective-based. If you,
Yeah.
you capture objectives, hold objectives, rush. So if you throw in, like, the rocket-propelled stuff at the objectives, like, strategically, like on top of buildings for helicopters, on low for tanks, but you also have C4, which some classes can use. Like
Yeah.
in PlanetSide, you can all use C4, so if
Yeah.
you just...
Some have C4, some have like Claymore.
Light Assault has it, heavy, and then I know that Combat Medic has it, and Engineer has it. I'm not sure
The
about
rest
Heavy.
have Claymore.
Infiltrators have like a bouncing by the Claymore,
Yeah.
and I don't know about Heavy. I never really played it.
And there's also, like, turrets all everywhere, so
Yeah.
if you're playing objectively, then all the tanks and machines will go to the objective.
That's true.
And then you have those rockets to, like, deal with them, and then it's, like, balanced that way, so the class system works there.
Class system
Yeah.
forces you to work as a team.
It
which,
does.
With
Which
people
can be
you know-
frustrating. I mean,
With people you know, it's good.
yeah,
But
it
with
alienates.
random
I feel like
people,
it alienates the casual player.
It does kind of.
Because if I don't, okay, if I hop on PlanetSide sometimes by myself just because it's awesome, and if you don't have it,
You should get it.
yeah,
PlanetSide2.com.
yeah, you should
Something
get it. Sponsor.
We're not getting paid.
They're not a sponsor. I felt like that was a sponsor club, so I had to do that. Anyway, on topic. What were we saying? Oh, so if I'm playing by myself, right? I'm just rolling Combat Medic or whatever. Because I roll Combat Medic just because if I'm playing by myself. Asshole. You like the ACR? Asshole. Love the ACR. So it's to the point where I'm playing by myself and I'm just like following the medic around, like whacking him with my knife. So I'm like, give me ammo, give me ammo. And he's just like, I don't understand. What do you want? You know what I'm saying? Like, have you ever had that experience? Like, you don't, but you know what I'm talking about? Like,
Yeah,
you're
like-
heavy assault and you run out of rockets.
And then you're just
like
following the engineer.
Yeah, the
Skip,
engineer,
get
and
it.
you're just like whacking him, and you're like, "Give me ammo!" And he's just like, "I don't understand what you want from me."
But they do a clever thing in that, like, you can join squads. Like, you hit insert,
Yeah, that's
join
helpful.
squad, and then you can talk to them with squad talk. So then you can work with a team that's random, which helps the individual, which keeps it appealing to everybody instead.
But at the same time, I feel like a customization, the classes, if you could change it around, it would add more to the game. If I could, like, okay, Smokey, Dan, he was complaining the other day that he loves the big guns, like the LMGs.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he wanted to be able to operate and help operate his tank and like he'd repair it and repair other tanks. And I'm wondering if you're locking a player into. Okay, let's say I really like carbines, right? And I'm really only effective with carbines, just because that's my playstyle, and it doesn't, but that's my playstyle, assuming, hypothetically. And what happens if there's tanks and infantry, and I need to play heavy assault? You okay over there, buddy? You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
It's died.
So if there's tanks and tanks and like heavy infantry, and I need to play heavy, I can't use a carbine as a heavy. Does that? Do you think that? What do you think?
That you can't choose your gun. It's
Yeah,
just like set thing.
Yeah.
I think that can be questionable because then you bring into the aspect
'Cause-
like overpoweredness. Like if I get into a tank and I can repair it, all I need is like a short distance thing to shoot them if they get close, right? So shoot them at far range with a tank, it blows
Yeah.
up like boom. If they get close, you just
But
hop out, shoot them.
But at the
and
same time,
repair
an
it.
engineer is not very armored.
Yeah, but they
Yeah,
hop
it's
out.
no help.
It's all balance, all of it.
It's
so.
tough because in a game like I don't know, an Unreal Tournament game like Halo
Yeah.
and Call of Duty, well, not really previous Halos, but Halo 4. I don't know if you guys saw it.
I haven't picked up yet.
You
yeah, I've
you
seen
get
it,
to make your own loadout and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And a game that allows you to let you have your own loadout adds a variety
Yeah.
to this. It adds me. Okay, so let's say I'm playing game. Let's use Modern Warfare 2 as an example because we're all familiar with that.
Yes.
I can take the RPD, right? Because that's really the best light machine gun in the game, to be honest. Unrelated side note, if you sit on B with the RPD and extended back, B on,
You just
on Skid Row, and you're just shooting them. Unrelated side note. I feel like it added variety to the point where if I wanted to, I could use a light machine gun and reload quickly, or I could use a light machine gun and reload slowly and be invisible to enemy radar. You know what I'm saying? It added a variety. It added more depth to the game.
That's true, but you don't usually have to deal with all the big mechanical things.
Yeah,
like
yeah. There's no.
tank.
There's
There's
no.
You
There's
can't,
no vehicles in.
you can't
Yeah,
call it
in
a
an Unreal
tank.
tournament. Yeah,
And it's just like, and you have, and you can switch classes really fast.
Mhm.
Like all you have to do is die.
Mhm. Does the cert system in PlanetSide currently lock you into a class? Could you make an argument that the way the certs work now is you started up Infiltrator, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you're most effective as Infiltrator. You have tank rolls up. You ain't got no certs and heavy assault. They're gonna smash you. I don't know if you guys have used the lightnings, but once like as a base lightning, it's not that good. But you get those certs up.
Yeah.
They're very effective, and they're
Certs do lock you into like a certain.
yeah,
you
and
get
they're
so little of them.
yeah,
But
they're
by
not
the way, certs are what you use to upgrade classes. They're like
Oh,
points
side
to
note,
spend
yeah.
in upgrades and such.
little asterisks there. Maybe.
Yeah. Verbal asterisk.
Verbal asterisks. Yeah, I feel like because they're almost too hard to come by. Well,
Other than
maybe
the 1,000 you got over the weekend.
yeah, but that's because it's
That was
beta.
just- yeah.
The reason
Yeah,
they're doing that is they
it's
want to
good.
see where people are putting the certs. Because if everyone's buying a suppressor for this gun, suppressor's probably pretty effective for that gun. And they need to look into why people are doing that.
And why people aren't buying
Like-
the turbo for 192 certs.
yeah, really.
It's a lot-
Like
yeah,
because
God.
they'll still see like okay, the lightning. I think it's getting patched, but the lightning with the high explosive turret is a one shot to anything that isn't
infantry?
to infantry that isn't a max or a heavy with a armor up, full armor up, and that was a one time thing, and that might have been he started up his armor. So I think it's getting patched and nerfed, but the way it works now is it's very strong, and if they see everyone's buying the lightning high explosive turret with proximity radar and side armor, they're probably gonna patch the lightning with high explosive turret, proximity radar, and side armor.
Which was a smart thing to do.
Yeah, which is why they gave the certs.
Yeah.
That makes sense. The class system, I think it works.
I
think
think
it
In,
works.
in my eyes, like, but it works if you have a team.
I feel like
it really makes like team gameplay really.
I feel like the
Really
the
fun.
class that gets hit hardest is sniper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I mean, it's so hard to balance sniper rifles in video games. Except PlanetSide. PlanetSide does a good job,
yeah,
but,
it does a really.
but
It's just
PlanetSide is
war.
the only game that has the scale to balance a sniper.
Yeah.
Battlefield
Even
comes close. To
Battlefield, but you only have at maximum you only have 32 enemies.
That's
Yeah.
true.
And
And-
planet side, you can
and
also
there's
also
not-
go invisible. You're an infiltrator, not just a sniper.
Like and the
You can
way
hack enemy
the
turrets.
PlanetSide is
Enemy-
more of a game where there's lines of warfare. There's the new conglomerate hit the TR and they fight, and there's lines and there's tanks and the infiltrator is effective because the infiltrator can pick off people at decent range.
It's a 10 times scope you can
The
get.
10 times scope. But in Battlefield, you see those crazy headshots on like Caspian border.
Yeah.
Those people are pretty much in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
They're not helping the team.
Yeah, they're not helping.
And
all,
at the end of the
really.
day, if you're the sniper rifle is so impossible to, because there are people like the Sergeant Enigma, who, if you guys don't know who he is, he's a YouTuber on Battlefield who created the term. Well, he didn't create it, but he like popularized the term aggressive recon, where you play up in their face and you quick scope and get.
Face.
Yeah. So and he was the guy who and Hutch did the same thing for Call of Duty.
Yeah.
And so when you popularize, and then that makes it difficult for because it's the recon always has the spot. Well, it's always the sniper's always a recon-esque class, whether it's infiltrator. Infiltrator has the dart gun,
Yeah, which can
which can
Show
spot
where enemies are.
enemies.
For a short time.
Yeah. And that's just... It's tough.
It's tough, but if done right, classes are very... There's a lot of, like, further specialization of each class. Like
Yeah.
Call of Duty, where it's kind of just like, you're a jack of all trades. You're not really specializing in one thing.
Yeah. Well, Call of Duty or Super Soldier.
Yeah.
What do you think? Kev?
Yeah, I think it's all about if you want like individual play or team play is what they're going for. Like,
Yeah, Call of Duty is based around the thought process that it's
all-
going to be.
you only need one person, really. Like, oh, if there's a big helicopter, all I
Yeah.
need to do is switch class, shoot it down, then I can switch back to my favorite
yeah.
class.
Yeah, I had a Mr. Scrapper class in all my things.
And
I
then
was
there's-
staying on every class.
Yeah, you were literally that guy.
I was that guy who shot down counter UAVs.
And then with like, but this is like centered like we want team play. That's why we give you tanks
Yeah.
and ways to spawn in. That's why we give you squads. So we want you to work as a team. That's why there's allowed 1,000 players in one
Yeah.
server.
Yeah.
So that's why I think.
I think
class-
that planet side runs into a problem where you can, as a, I don't know if you guys looked at the squad leader things, but
Yeah, I've looked at them.
the farthest thing you can get to is something where you can request offensive or defensive support. And as a player, as like when we're capping things with stuff and we're getting hit by air, like I can't go on like a channel, and there should be like some sort of, in my opinion, I think there should be some sort of chat room where it's like all air players that don't have anything to do right now, and I can just say broadcasting to all VS, sites, we need help at so and so, we need help at the biolab, like some biolab, and so they'll be like, I'm bored, I need something to do, I'm gonna grab my scythe and fly over there and
Yeah, that seems like a
wreck-
great idea, but
but
Yeah.
it'd be weird.
I don't know technically if that's possible.
Yeah, that's possible technically.
I don't really know how to make a game. I don't know if that's like some unreasonable request.
No, it's not. But the thing is, will people really listen to that, or will they just...
Yeah,
is
that's
that-
true. Is that going to be a dead airspace? I feel like Planet Side runs into a problem where if you don't have knowledge of how to play the game, it can be very overwhelming.
Yeah, it is.
Because you spawn in and there's hundreds of people around you and they're all running around and looking busy and you're like, oh my god, what do I do? You look at the map, there's these huge like blobs of colors.
That's what I felt. I would just
There's
spawn
these
in
huge
like
blobs of colors, and then you look at all the certs, and there's all this stuff, and you're just like, oh my god, what have I gotten myself into?
Yeah, like the first character you made, I
Yeah,
wasted
like
so
I
many
have,
points.
I have like 4 types of armor. You can only have one on at a time, and I didn't know that at the time because no one told me.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I can't.
You can't
I'm
get
not
the
blaming
description
anyone,
until you buy
but
it. Which is annoying.
yeah, and
Fix that.
I feel like it can be very overwhelming. And if they would put in something as simple as that, something as simple as I want to fly a scythe, and they need scythe help over here. Let's buy a scythe and fly over there.
Yeah. Make the investment.
Yeah,
they'd probably have to broadcast it to everybody
they have to
in the air or something.
Yeah, you'd have to broadcast it. There has to be some sort of chat room, like a chat room. Like you go into it and then you like it's like all BS airplanes, and then you like people who are bored log into it, and then they request, and then the squad leaders all come on and they request various air support.
But there's 3 different continents. You'd have to work that out. like,
Yeah, that's true because there'd have to be an Amherst one,
Yeah,
Esamir one, and
indoor.
an Indoor one.
that'd be a bit confusing. But
It
it's
could
a
get.
good idea.
I mean, it could be like just like a little tab, and then there's like VS tank, VS indoor tank support, VS Esamir tank support, VS, and then just have that for tank and air. Because like I don't know if you guys have seen, but like Sunderars, I can't talk. Sunderers, like I don't know if you've seen it, but sometimes there's like 2 like driving right next to each other, and it's like I could use a Sunderer over here, but I have no way of communicating with that man that I need a Sunderer there.
Yeah.
And I haven't even worked out the chat thing. You can talk to people, but I have no idea how to
Yeah,
do
you
that.
can-
There's a way to broadcast to like your area.
Yeah, but you can shout to like the people around you.
Yeah.
But like,
Which is good.
if you're trying to like, hey guys, we need to cap
Like,
B at
there's
like so and so, like spec ops training facility. Hey guys, we need to cap A because we're losing A.
Yeah. But yeah. All in all, I like class systems.
as long as it gives you some customization. I like it because nothing's worse than just choosing something and just that's what you get. You get one gun, you get one backup.
Yeah,
you
I feel
can't-
like that's a problem. But going back to the class system problem, I play a lot of Combat Medic, and I pretty much exclusively play it, and the guns, a little boring. I only kept 2 of them, maybe 3. You know, they get a little boring after a little while.
But you can, like, the thought is there. There's a lot of things you can add. You can
Yeah, but at the end of the day, the foregrip's the best underbarrel attachment for the long-range guns. Why run the flash? First of all, why the flashlight? Hi guys, I'm over here. Shoot me. I understand the point. If you had like 60 people all running flashlights, like run that way, well, everyone else runs this way, and all the people are like, ooh, 3 kills this way where the flashlights are, and then people sneak around like, okay, but who gets that level of coordination?
You get 60 people in a squad.
Yeah, exactly. You only get 10, and then like the outfits, I guess, but the outfits are.
That'd be so cool. Have like 10 squads working together.
That would be so chaotic. That'd be impossible. You'd have to somehow work it out so that way the squad leaders could talk to each other, but that was the only way to communicate between squads. Because then the chat would get.
Ender's Game stuff right there.
Yeah, it's just that.
Yeah, that's a great book. Side note,
It's a lot of strategy going on there.
that's a great book.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I think wrapping it up, I
Yeah.
think the class system works as
It
long
does.
as it's
I think that it's
team
game to
focused.
game.
team
Yeah.
focused.
Really,
As long as
it can work in games like PlanetSide.
Yeah.
All right, that's a wrap.
Get PlanetSide.
Long story short, get PlanetSide.
time to conquer the world.
Hey guys, what's going on? My name's Broken States, and thanks for watching the video. We have a couple others. This took a lot of work. Sorry, that's why we haven't posted anything. But yeah, we're hoping to start live streaming soon. PlanetSide 2 as soon as it goes live. Battlefield 3 and other fun games, maybe some Counter-Strike and Left 4 Dead. Have a nice day. All the links to the videos that I used, none of this gameplay was mine. All the links to the videos I used will be linked in the description. Big thanks to everyone who I stole gameplay from. Yeah, I can't record PlanetSide. Everything will be linked in the description. Thanks, and remember to like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.